Welcome back to 1% User Trends, where we break down the biggest moves in tech, space, and the future. Today we're covering something massive. SpaceX just launched Starship Flight 13, the first test flight since their record IPO. Today's top stories is related with just Starship. This wasn't just another rocket launch. This was a major step toward the Moon, Mars, and the future of Starlink. Stay till the end, because what happened in this flight tells us exactly where SpaceX is heading next. Let's get into it. This was the 13th test flight of Starship and the first since SpaceX's record IPO. The Super Heavy booster performed a controlled but imperfect splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico, while the upper stage made a soft splashdown intact in the Indian Ocean. 20 new Starlink V3 satellites were also successfully deployed. Now, here's the flight timeline. Liftoff at T0. About 2 minutes later, the booster separated. During the landing burn, only a subset of Raptor engines successfully relit, resulting in a hard splashdown. At the 18-minute mark, 20 Starlink V3 satellites were deployed. Later, Starship made a soft splashdown in the Indian Ocean and remained intact. The Super Heavy booster separated successfully but struggled during the landing burn. Only some of the Raptor engines relit, leading to a hard splashdown. SpaceX is treating this as valuable data for improving full reusability. Experts note that a similar failure during a landing attempt at the launch site could severely damage the pad. The upper stage delivered the biggest success of the day. It made a soft splashdown and remained intact in the Indian Ocean, giving SpaceX the first clear views of an intact heat shield after reentry. This was the second flight of the new Starship V3, and the team nicknamed it Lucky Number 13. 18 minutes into the flight, SpaceX deployed 20 Starlink V3 satellites, the first time these larger, more powerful satellites have flown. Their solar arrays generate twice the power of earlier versions. The satellites were built in Redmond, Washington, and were intended to burn up after about 20 minutes. SpaceX is also developing Starmine satellites that could one day serve as orbital data centers. Starship is designed to be fully reusable and is the largest rocket ever built. It is essential for rapidly expanding Starlink. Can carry heavy cargo at much lower cost. SpaceX plans to use it to return astronauts to the Moon and eventually send people to Mars. A major NASA test flight is already scheduled for next year. Satellite industry expert Tim Farrar said the flight showed progress, but SpaceX is still a long way from achieving rapid reusability of the entire vehicle. The biggest concerns remain the difficulty of relighting the Raptor engines and the serious risk of damaging the launch pad if a landing attempt fails at the site. On the market side, SpaceX completed its record IPO just last month. Since then, the stock has dropped in 4 of the past 5 weeks and is down 43% from its June 16th peak. Investors are paying close attention to every Starship flight because the rocket is critical to Starlink expansion and the company's overall valuation. Looking ahead, a major NASA test flight is planned for next year. Starship is set to land American astronauts back on the Moon and ultimately enable crewed missions to Mars. SpaceX will keep iterating toward full rapid reusability. Combined with the more powerful V3 satellites, Starship is expected to significantly speed up the growth of the Starlink constellation. That's everything you need to know about SpaceX Starship Flight 13. If you found this useful, drop a like and subscribe to 1% User Trends for more deep breakdowns on tech, space, and the future. I'll see you in the next one.